Hello everyone. So welcome to topic H3 and today we are doing application of fundamental principle. So in this part, the first thing that we are going to see is different types of arrangement. The first part is what is the major difference between linear and circular arrangement. So suppose there are 6 positions opened up and it's a linear arrangement. Any one person comes up at the beginning as the first person to occupy one of these places. He or she will have all 6 positions opened as a number of choice because all positions are unique position. Whoever comes next will have 5 choices. Whoever comes next will have 4 choices, and whoever comes will have 3 choices, and eventually whoever comes at the last will have whichever one last place left. He or she will have to sit at that one particular place. He or she will practically will have no choice at all. And if I ask you how many choices or in how many ways all these people can be arranged, so 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, all of us know already that it is 6 factorial. So if you are supposed to generalize this, which I have already spoken about, that in linear arrangement n entities can be arranged in n factorial ways. But if it is going to be a circular arrangement, and if whoever comes first, how many choices he or she has, don't get lost with the positions that 6 choices again. That is not really correct, because in linear arrangement the positions were unique positions because they had a very unique reference point. But here in circular arrangement there is no such case because there is no reference point available, and even though it looks like there are 6 choices available, actually all of them are the same choices. So ideally it is looking 6 choices, but the person just has any one choice because they all are identical, and this is a very critical and an important fundamental point. And that is why, if you remember, in logical reasoning, whenever we start with circular arrangement plotting of the diagram, as I keep on saying that the first person you can plot him or her anywhere, because then accordingly the rest other people will adjust themselves, so orientation will slightly change. So first person has just one choice, even though it looks like 6 different choices. Whoever comes second now can use the reference of the first person and then have 5 unique position, maybe immediate to the left or immediate to the right and so on. So now, because of the first person, the other ones which are coming, they will have the unique identity, and hence now the second person has 5 choices. Similarly, third will have 4 choice now because she can use both of their references, so all becomes the unique positions and so on. So whoever last comes again will have just one particular choice. So again, if I ask you in how many ways all these 6 people can be arranged in circular arrangement, you will realize the answer is 5 factorial. So to generalize this, in circular arrangements, n entities can arrange themselves in n minus 1 factorial. In linear arrangement, n entities can arrange in n factorial ways. In circular arrangements, n entities can arrange themselves in n minus 1 factorial ways. Very, very important, very, very critical. Okay. Arrangement of identical objects. Suppose we have 3 letters CAT and we are supposed to arrange them. Consider that as a linear arrangement. All our distinct letters can be done in 3 factorial ways. 3 factorial, everybody knows, 6 different ways. But if you have something like this IIM, where the I's are identical, 2 I's are identical, you know that it will be just 3 ways, because the remaining 3 ways will be just the repetition of those 3 scenarios, because we cannot distinguish between the 2 I's. But what if we say that the 2 I's are color coded, something like this? One is red eye, one is blue eye. Now you can uniquely identify whenever they will interchange their places. Sorry, that you will be easily able to identify them based on the color coding. So that becomes a unique. So to sum up all of this, what we can say is we can come up with a unique generalized formula that in case of an identical objects, whenever the letters are repeated and all of that, the distinct number of arrangements can be given by a simple formula, which is total number of arrangements divided by similar arrangements. As in, whenever you have repeated letters which are identical, you can't distinguish between them. arrange first of all possibilities considering as if they are distinct. That is what total arrangement is, and then just divide by the similar number of arrangements. So in this question, IIM wala, consider all three as distinct. So you have 3 factorial total number of arrangements divided by the similar arrangement. Two i's are identical. So two i's are identical, and hence their arrangements of 2 factorial we need to divide. So 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial, that is 6 divided by 2. You get the 3 ways the same answer. So here there were just 3 letters, so we could practically figure out each of the 3 possibilities by arranging them. But if it is going to be something bigger, you don't need to do that, and this is where this particular formula will help you, which is the distinct arrangements in case of identical objects. So that's the whole objective behind knowing this small concept. So folks, that's it from H3. If you have any concerns, let us know. Thank you so much.